All right. Welcome everybody to our community. Um, Today's topic is where to safely publish. What company is best for me? I'm going to go over um, each one of these, and we'll discuss each one as we go along, if that's all right with everybody. First of all, we're going to say which platform should I use. There are several highly recommended platforms exist for self-publishing, and it all depends upon your specific requirements. And we're going to go into some of those. So we've got Amazon KDP. Okay. A lot of people use Amazon KDP. It's the most widely considered potent platform due to its unparalleled reach. For direct ebook sales, it covers about 68% of the global ebook sales market. So if you're looking to do ebooks, you want to have your books on KDP. But KDP isn't your only option, even for ebooks. But you want to make sure that KDP is at least one of them. Okay. Its pros are it's got the highest royalties. It's got the largest market. Like we said, you want to get into KDP because you want to get it in front of as many people as possible, and KDP will help you do that. It's simple and it's low cost. It doesn't cost you anything to put your book on as an ebook on Amazon. It doesn't cost you to put your book on as on Amazon. It doesn't cost for print books or for audiobooks either. You can just put them on there and then they'll take their share, and they happily do that. Okay, you can enroll in KDP Select programs, which you have exclusivity for 90 days for access to promotional tools like Kindle Countdown and Kindle Unlimited. However, okay, we'll get into this in a little bit. Like I said, it has the largest reader market and is the fastest option if you want to get your book out there as quickly as possible. Okay, another community that we have is called Ingram Spark, and it's the world's most prominent book wholesaler and is essential for professional distribution. It's also has the best print-on-demand services and gets your physical books into bookstores, libraries, and retailers outside of Amazon. But it will also get them on Amazon. Okay, it's not just the other thing, but if you want to get them on into Barnes and Noble or any place like that, if for print books, either, and it doesn't matter if it's paperbacks or what's it called, hardcovers like John likes. Ingram Spark is a good company to go with. They have ways that they have their own book development thing where you can put your book in there. You can put your book in there, and you can use their program to set up your book for formatting your book, which is really nice. A little bit hard, a little bit difficult, if you've never done it before, but once you get the knack, it's not hard at all. Does anybody want to say anything or have any questions about what we've discussed so far? Anybody?
From what I've gathered, Ingram Sparks is very good, especially for children's books for hardcover because of the quantity of pages. But it does take longer for Ingram Sparks for the publishing end of it.
Right,
By the
right.
time it's approved, than it does
But
with.
it's not that long. I mean, it's only like, it's not that long. It's not like, and
It's like 4 to 5 weeks.
it doesn't take that long.
The ones the authors I've dealt with, that's basically what
Well,
they've been
maybe it's
told.
because it's children's books.
Yeah, probably that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. That is probably
The
the case.
quality is great. I've
Yeah,
never had a problem with Ingram Spark, so.
right. I did once, and it's like the person that I was talking to could not understand what I was talking about. Like they had made a mistake and they were trying to say it was my mistake, and I said no. And I kept looking back, and it's like, no, you're the one that made the mistake, not me. They had put they had missed a blank page that I had put in, and so it messed up the whole formatting. But
Oh.
they fixed it eventually, and that one took about 6 weeks, I think, to fix. But anyway, but they were good about it. Okay. Okay, they're Ingram Sparks pros, like we were discussing. It boasts of the distribution network of over 40,000 retailers and libraries. They do have their distribution. Um, they can put you in their calendar, and they send out a not calendar, into their catalog, and they send it out to these 40,000 retailers and libraries. And but that is a little extra cost. Last I knew was $150 to get into their catalog. But I mean, that's really not that expensive when you think about it, because getting everywhere. Now, if you to get to the major retailers, it doesn't cost anything. Like not English Spark. To get on Amazon and Kobo and Barnes and Noble, and the big ones, it doesn't cost anything. But to get to the smaller ones, you pay the 150 to get in their catalog. Okay, so if your goal is to have physical books, like in brick and mortar bookstores, Ingram Park Spark is a necessity, as most independent bookstores won't deal with Amazon. Its fees are it 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 operates with no upfront fees, similar to KDP, like I said, and they use a system what's called print on demand. And print on demand is really kind of cool. You don't have to buy hundreds of books or thousands of 1,000 books or anything like that. They'll print them as they're ordered, so you could put them on your website, or on a website that you've got them for sale, and just send them to a sales page, and they'll just automatically they can just buy right through Ingram Spark. They don't even have to go through you, but you can put up a sales page of your own on Ingram Spark, which is pretty cool. Another program is what's called Draft to Digital, and I spelled the Draft to Digital wrong, but anyway, excuse me. Draft to Digital is another it's best for ebook distribution with multiple retailers outside of Amazon, like Kobo, Scribd, and others. So you can put your book pretty much anywhere. Another thing I like about it, I don't know if I'm getting more about that. Okay. It's a straightforward, uncomplicated way to reach hundreds of stores at once. And they also have an affiliate program, which is kind of cool, because you can get with other writers or whatever, and you can get into their little bookstores or whatever, and sell your ebook through Draft to Digital. Anybody have any questions as we've gotten so far? Okay. One of the cons of Draft to Digital is if you get onto this program, you'll get kicked off of the KDP program for selling books on this program. Meaning, what I mean is, and that's not the main. I mean, you can get your books on Amazon, you can get as an ebook, but you won't be able to get any of the extra perks, like you won't be able to put them on what's that called? Um, Limited or unlimited or whatever. Um, um, but what you but the thing of it is what you can do on there is, instead of, you can work through, draft to digital by, they have their own system of, you can mark down and mark up your books. It's kind of cool. If you have any questions about, if you want to look into draft to digital and find out what they're all about, it's a good program. And it's not draft to digital, draft number 2 digital. Okay. I had messed up the title there. I have to fix that. Okay. Now there's others, and I don't know what happened here. Let me see if I can fix this. Okay. There's lulu.com. Lulu's one I started with years ago. They were really helpful for a long time. Again, there's no upfront money. You can put them on, you can take, they'll put you right onto Barnes and Noble and not Ingram's, sorry, I'm doing that again. Barnes and Noble, Amazon, Kobo, and quite a few other ones. They'll just put you automatically on those. And they have their own page that you can sell directly to them. And they'll collect the money for you, and they'll send you a check just like Amazon does. Kind of cool. Another is Barnes and Noble Press. It offers an excellent royalty structure and print-on-demand services, just like those other companies, but its market share is primarily limited to the United States. Also, if you get on Barnes and Noble Press and you have your book on the ebook there, they will let you. They might, like, you can go to a bookstore and you can sell your books at the bookstore if you have physical copies, which is kind of cool. It's one of those places that, even though it's not an independent bookstore, if you can get with the manager, a lot of times they'll let you in as that's selling your books. Another one is Kobo Writing Life. This platform, again, offers a good royalty structure, and it offers a strong international reach. Exclusive opportunities, making it a serious alternative to Amazon KDP. I've never used this one myself. Anybody else used KB Writing Life? Excuse me, Kobo Writing Life? No. Another one is Blurb. Again, they'll they're very similar to, they have its own bookstore that they'll sell through Amazon or Ingram. I don't know that much about this either, but anyway. Okay, warning about vanity presses. Okay, we're going to go here. Be sure to avoid vanity presses where the publisher is required to pay you large upfront fees, often thousands or tens of thousands for editing. Just platform, printing and whatnot, formatting, without contributing to any of the development of the book. Self-publishing through the platforms above, okay, are not the same as vanity presses. However, we're going to go talk about another thing. You want to avoid a vanity press, but there are some good, what they call hybrid presses. Okay. And, this is the wrong one. So what I want to go to next. Okay. One of the hybrid presses that was recommended to me by Marilyn Mosley, she's a member of the community. She used Westbow Press, and she said she used it with success. She says that it's a done for you company, but but you're still in control. Everything's professionally done, and formatting and the formatting in the cover. Um, she says there's some distribution that's offered, but one of the cons is it's costly. I think she said it cost her $1,500, and again, there's no guarantee of success. I mean, really, there's no when you're dealing with traditional publishers, there's no guarantee of success either. They may give you an upfront royalty. I forget what they call it, but anyway, upfront royalty, but there's no guarantee that you're going to get success. And usually nowadays, only very few people get the money up front. And like any other kind of publishing platform, don't expect them to do your marketing for you, whether you're on a uh, whether you're on a traditional publishing or on DIY or one of these other platforms. Your marketing, you're primarily going to be responsible for your marketing. They don't gone are the days of, except for very few people like maybe Stephen King or some of the other ones, big names. They're not going to roll out the red carpet for you. You're going to have to put in the work for getting people to see your book. Okay. Oops, we're not there yet. Okay, upsell. There's another thing that they have that I just learned about this week was what they call upscale. What I call upscale direct sales, which there's a company called Print Nation that they create and sell books directly from. You can sell directly from your bookstore. This is not a this is not a vanity press. Okay, they do want you to okay, you do have to buy in bulk, and so you want to make sure that you have enough demand for your book to 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 order these higher quality books. They're like most books don't have this. Like, have you ever seen the books that have the raised metallic print? Have you all seen that? Yeah. Well, this is one of those companies that offer that. Most companies don't offer that. So, if you're looking at say you want to do a really nice hardcover book, that's what Print Nation offers, and you would have to sell it um, on your own storefront. Um, Maybe that would be perhaps the book that you would have signed. That you'd buy the books yourself, you'd sign them, then sell them at an upscale price. But again, you'd have to make sure that you had enough of that book, enough demand for that book to sell it at that added price. Any questions about anything that we've seen so far?
So that one, the direct sales, the Print Nation, probably be
Yeah,
best for somebody a little more established with a more of a following.
right, right,
Yeah. Okay.
right,
Sounds
right,
like a much better professional print
right,
as far
right,
as quality. Yeah.
right. Like I said, if you had um, if you wanted a really upscale direct sale, a book to direct sales, like you were talking about the um, autograph copy, like you said, that would be the that would be the way to go. Um, if you have your own marketing setup already established, like you were saying. So, any other questions that you have about anything? Any comments that you'd like to share? Oh, Rochelle had a company that she's working with. You want to tell us about that?
It's North Star. They're a new company, like 5 years old, but I gel with them. They're very personable. They work with me really well. Nothing, nothing goes published unless I get approved first. Until I approve it first.
Right, right.
And the team is so relatable, you know. And I'm so far so good with them, knock on wood.
Now, what's the name of that company again? I missed it.
North Star.
North Star. Okay.
Is
Yeah.
that print on demand, Rochelle, or is that quantity? You have to buy?
Yeah, I think so. That's what I understand it to be. Yeah, they're hybrid. They do everything.
And it sounds like it's about the same price as what Marilyn was telling me it cost her. So
So
we'll
far,
see.
so good.
Let us know what your how it went for you, and we'll recommend or not recommend based on what you tell us. Okay.
Okay, I'll let you know.
All right.
Keep you updated.
Awesome.
So that's North Star show. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end this now. I hope you all enjoyed our presentation. If you have any comments or any questions, be sure to share them down in the comments below on the in the community. We'd love to hear from you. And if you have any experiences that you'd like to share, we'd like to hear those too. We will see you next week. Bye.